Someone once said, you don't grip a baseball grips you. It fills our days and brightens our nights.
Giddy up, baby! Giddy up! Giddy up! And the Mariners win this ball game! There you go! Left field! We got a tie ball game! Julio! Oh, baby, what a moment!
We're gonna end this f***ing drought.
20 long years later, and it has finally happened. The Seattle Mariners are going to the playoffs in 2022. They have officially clinched a wild card spot, knocking off the Baltimore Orioles. It's finally over. The drought is finally over. We get to watch the Seattle Mariners in the playoffs next freaking week, and no matter what happens, it's done. Relish in it. There is no taking this back from us, friends. This is ours. The Mariners are ours. No matter what happens, this season will live on in infamy in Mariners history. The seeding for the wild card is still up in the air. Of course, with the Blue Jays and the Rays, the Mariners could still be duking it out for that top wild card spot. We've talked about this a lot before, but we definitely would rather they clinch the top wild card spot or the third wild card spot. The fifth wildcard spot's just somewhere we really don't want to be, because we don't want to have to play either the Blue Jays or the Rays and then go on to play the Astros in the division series, although some may argue that they would prefer to play the Astros in the division series than in a 7-game series with the championship series. Now that we're officially clinched, we can kind of nitpick on that a little bit. I think, and this is just me, in my opinion, the 6th wildcard spot, which is where we are right around currently, I think that's going to be a better spot for the Mariners overall, playing the Guardians, and then if they move on, playing the Yankees. The Mariners have played really well against the Guardians this year, and even against the Yankees, whereas against the Rays, the Mariners haven't done too well, and against the Astros, well, you know. And even the Blue Jays, even though the last time the Mariners played them, they swept a 4-game series with them, these are not the same teams that went up against each other earlier this year. And you may have seen at the end of our little intro video there, a brand new look for the channel. Just a little off topic here, but it's a brand new look for the Mariners, and now we have a brand new look for the channel. The Mariners making the playoffs for the first time in 20 years. It just feels right that this is when we break out our brand new branding that we've had in the wings for you for a while. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. We all need to be out celebrating right now, but let's take a look at what the playoffs could look like really quick for the Mariners. In the National League, the 3 division winners are as such. The New York Mets have clinched the NL East, the St. Louis Cardinals have clinched the Central, and the Los Angeles Dodgers, of course, have clinched the National League West. And also, to note, thankfully, it doesn't look like another record from 2001 will be broken, as the Dodgers theoretically shouldn't be able to win 116 games at this point. The NL wildcard is controlled by the Braves, who have won 97 games and are in the top wildcard spot. Then you have the Padres, and then you have the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies fighting it out for that third wildcard spot. If you thought it was stressful over here in the American League, boy oh, have you not seen the National League recently. And what's interesting is how the Mariners had the longest playoff drought in baseball. Well, the Phillies have the second longest, and they are vying for the third spot here as well. As we take it on over to the AL, Houston is obviously the top team in the American League. They're the #1 seed, that's just the way it's going to be. So whoever wins the matchup of the AL wildcard seed 4 and 5, they'll go on to play the Astros. And then you have the Yankees. Now they are AL seed #2, meaning that whoever wins between Cleveland and the 6th seed, that is who will play the Yankees in the ALDS. And then of course, like we just talked about, you have Cleveland. Cleveland will be playing in that wild card spot in place of another wild card team, and they will be going up against the 6th seed. And just so we all know, the very first playoff game in the last 20 years for the Mariners, the AL wildcard game, will be hosted on Friday, October 7th. That wildcard series will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so make sure you have everything ready for your viewing pleasure, because the Mariners, even if they're not at home, they're gonna need us. And just fan to fan really quick, I just want to say congratulations, man. Congratulations to any and all of you that have made it through this drought. We have seen some really tough times over the past couple years, and I know just as well as any of you how much it has hurt to watch the Mariners not perform to the ability that we've wanted them to over the past couple years. This is something that we deserve, and I can't wait to go on this journey with you guys over the next few weeks. For better or for worse, we are going to end up all being in this together. And the thing that I think makes the Mariners the strongest in the postseason is definitely their rotation. And we have a video about that on the screen right here. Make sure you check that out. I appreciate you guys checking out this video, and go playoff Mariners.